SBI Cards, that is the only buzzword right now as far as the IPO market is concerned. I'm sure every single investor is just now praying for only two things. Number one, they should get an allotment if they really apply for the shares. And number two, whenever the share lists, it should list at a fantastic premium.
SBI cards
hello भैया भैया शूटिंग चल रहा है. What are you doing?
अरे मैडम SBI कार्ड का IPO है, 350 प्रीमियम में मिल रहा है, चाहिए क्या?
What? Hi guys, CA Rachana Ranade here and I welcome you all to the part 2 of SBI Cards IPO. In the pre-bumper section, you might have seen that there was one guy who was trying to sell me the SBI Cards IPO shares. But please be aware, if I'm doing a one-to-one dealing with such person, then that is known as a grey market thing. Be aware, this is not an official market. So just in case, if such a person cheats and does not fulfill his promises, I cannot go to SEBI and file a complaint against him. But just for interest purpose, understanding about grey market and grey market premium is a fun thing to know. Just let me know in the comment section if you want to know more about grey market premiums and any other concept related to that. So as I mentioned, this is the part 2 of the SBI Cards IPO video. I have already posted one video on YouTube which you can see here right on the screen and which you have to watch after the end of this video, which talks about a lot of things including the background or history of SBI Cards, the business model through which it operates. I had talked about the growth potential for this company and of course I talked about the financials. In today's video, I'm going to talk about an update on the financials. I'm going to talk about the issue details of the SBI Cards IPO, and one more very important thing is how to apply for an IPO with brokers like Zerodha. I'm going to teach you step by step how to apply for an IPO through their account. I'll just quickly tell you what you can see on your screen. So basically it's year 2017, 18, 19 and here you can see HY, that is the half year, September 2019. Okay. What I've done is I've also calculated one estimated 31/3/2020. Now this estimated, I've just done nothing but multiplied the half yearly figures by 2. That's how I get an estimate for the year ending 31st March 2020. Here you can see that the total income has grown at a CAGR of 39.2%. The total expenses have grown at a rate of 35.9%. And finally, one important figure, which is the profit after tax, that has grown at the rate of 57.3%. There's something interesting to check out. If you check out the total expenses as a percentage of operations, so basically the total expenses for 2017, you can see 2,899 divided by 3,346 into 100. So the total expenses as a percentage of income was roughly around 84%. If you check out in 2018, it's 83%, in 2019, 82%, and directly it has gone down to 78%. So you can see a drop of 4% as expenses in comparison with the sales. So what drastic measures have been taken by SBI Card so that their expenses have gone down so much drastically? Is there some amazing scientific thing or something like that they have done because of which the expenses have gone down? Yes, there's no science behind this, there's magic. And what is the magic? Magic is of the accounting standards. If you remember in my DMart IPO, in my DMart video, I had talked about how Ind AS impacts the profitability. Same thing has happened with SBI Cards. There is an Ind AS which talks about how advertisement expenses have to be booked for any company, and the advertisement expenses in days has got a little bit of change in this year. So because of which their expenses seem to have gone down. So please understand, the expenses have not gone down, the amount of expenses which have been debited to P&L, that have gone down. So let's understand about some basic SBI Card IPO details. Issue opens on 2nd of March 2020 and closes on 5th of March 2020. A very interesting piece of information here as well. Generally, any IPO is open only for 3 days, but this is an IPO which is open for 4 days. The 4th day is kept exclusively open for retail individual investors like me, for some rich high net worth individuals like maybe you all, and some shareholders of SBI. So that's where the 4th day, which is a little bit different one as compared to other IPOs, comes into picture for SBI Cards IPO. one more important point here is that the IPO price has been finally declared. It's 750 rupees to 755 rupees per share. The point which I was talking in the pre-bumper video, that 350 premium and all that, you need not pay to the company. Company is offering you the shares at 750 rupees base price, 755 rupees floor price. Base price, floor price is the same, I'm sorry, 755 rupees ceiling price. Okay, so one is a base price which is also called as a floor price, that's 750, and ceiling price, which is the upper band, is 755. Okay. As my small piece of advice, if you are really wanting this share by hook or crook, please don't apply at 750, do apply at 755. I'll tell you the reason behind it. If the company fixes the IPO price at 755 and if you have applied at 750 rupees, you will not get the shares. Okay. In a vice versa position, if you have applied at 755 but the company decides the share price at 750, you are entitled to get a refund of 5 rupees per share. Okay, do you actually get it as a refund or not? For that, I hope you know what is ASBA, which is application supported by blocked amounts. If you don't know about what is ASBA, do let me know in the comment section again. I'll be happy to make a separate video on ASBA. Let's also understand about the tentative IPO timetable for this SBI Cards IPO issue. It opens on 2nd of March, closes on 5th of March. The basis of allotment, wherein we understand that who got how much through the lottery system and all that, that will be finalized by 11th of March. 12th of March, the refunds will be initiated. Basically, the blocked amounts will be released. 13th of March, ideally, we should get the credit of shares into our own demat accounts. And on 16th of March, this IPO is expected to get listed on the stock exchange. One more important point for this is that the minimum lot size is 19 shares. Okay, so you can't apply for anything like 15 shares or 20 shares or 50 shares. It has to be 19 or in multiples of 19. The maximum shares which a retail individual investor can apply for is 13 lots, which is 247 shares. The amount of cutoff which comes out to is 1,86,485. Now let's understand how to apply for SBI Cards IPO. But before you apply for that, of course, you need to have an account with some broker. I have given the link in the description box for account opening of Zerodha Upstocks as well as SMC Global. But right now, we are going to understand how to apply for an IPO using Zerodha's account. So I just type out Kite, which is their portal. I have to put in my password, which is wrong. Continue it through the pin. Once you enter here, you will see that in the drop down menu, I find here something known as a console. When I click on console, I get here as a tab which is called as portfolio. In that, I'll see the IPOs option. Of course, right now, here you can see SBI Cards, which starts on the 2nd of March, ends on 5th of March, price range 750 to 755. We have talked about all these things. Minimum quantity is 19. It's upcoming. So even if I try to click here right now, it will say that the bidding for the IPO will start on the 2nd of March. So right now I can't show you how to bid for it after this. So what I planned was that I will do a live stream with you. Let me know if I should do this or not. That I will do a live stream with you on the 2nd of March itself at night, so that everyone is back from their offices, and we'll apply for this IPO together. So this will ease out completely the process of applying for the SBI Cards IPO. There's one more choice. You can apply for the SBI Cards IPO through the Stocks Card app, which is powered by SMC. Here you can see Apply IPO tab. You just have to click on that, and then the process is very simple. Just follow the steps which are mentioned in the app. It will be a very smooth and easy process to apply through this app as well. As I mentioned, all the links are given in the description box. One more stockbroker which I was talking about is Upstocks, but we can't directly apply for an IPO through their app. But it's okay. Even if you have if you're using net banking, then you can directly apply for the IPO through the net banking also, when you can put the DP ID and the client ID of Upstocks. Well, that's it about the SBI Cards IPO details. I hope you have liked this content. Don't forget to check out the details of the description box, because that's where you'll find the various links which I talked about in this video of Zerodha and SMC Global, through which you can directly apply for the IPO, right? All in all, if you ask me whether I am going to apply for this IPO or not, answer is yes, of course. Okay, so definitely it's going to be a buy side from me. You, as usual, you have to do your own research as well, and then think whether you should actually buy for this or not, go ahead for this or not. That's it from my side. I hope you are liking my content. Do consider subscribing to my channel, do consider sharing my content, and also there is something known as a join button on my channel. Have you clicked it? If not, then just click it and check out what appears on the screen, right? Well, that's it from my side for today. Jai Hind. Bye-bye.